Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening to all. Inshallah, today we will discuss and share the point of view about the significance of cultural traditions and celebrations. Before we continue, I would like to refresh the definition of cultural tradition and celebration. Cultural tradition is a form of practice of a particular group over a long period of time. This practice is based on beliefs and principles of the particular society. Celebrations are also a form of special event in a society. Celebrations can include food, music, arts, festivals, craft, and gathering. In Malaysia, there are many cultural traditions as Malaysia is home to several ethnic groups as we celebrate several festivals such as Idul Fitri, Chinese New Year, Christmas, Wesak, and Deepavali annually. Both may look different, but the similarities in cultural traditions and celebrations show the identity of each group. And from my point of view, this is the most prior significance of cultural traditions and celebration in our lives. This is because tradition help us to interact with the world around us. It is not just about what's law and what's not law. It's about the sense of belonging and identity that help us shape our lives. Celebration is not just a festival that is passed down from generation to generation. It connects us to our cultural roots. It is the chance we have been given to appreciate the unique of our culture, as this is clearly expressed in food, stories, customs, and also in the special dress of the. How about you, Anis? Can you give us your opinion on the importance of cultural traditions and festival in our lives?
And yes, I think that's true in time, but I might have probably a slightly different opinion from you. I think celebrating our differences, any celebration, festive days, or even tradition that each of the races celebrate. It teaches us how to respect each other cultures. For example, for the Malay race, during Hari Raya Aidiladha, we have this tradition where we slaughter the cow for the feast, and we also distribute the food during that day to those who in need. And for those who didn't know about this, they probably might find this tradition a bit weird. But as people who live in this multiracial country, uh, we have to learn to respect, because those traditions might have a specific or need to celebrate our differences, because from it our country can achieve harmonious and to live in. We can start by practicing back, visiting our neighbors or friends during their festive days, regardless of what kind their festival they are celebrating. Trust me, during those visits, we can gain so much knowledge about their cultures and make the bond between us stronger and tighter than before. So what do you think, Nabil?
I think that I'm agreeing with what Anis and Intan said. And hello everyone, my name is Mohamed Nabil. And I also think that by following our own culture and tradition, it helps us to stay true to who we are, actually, and remind us of the importance of preserving our culture and tradition. As for example, for the festival of Hari Raya Idul Fitri that are celebrated by all Muslim people, okay, and we are also following that tradition since the ages, right? And I think that by following culture, by wearing baju Melayu and samping for men's, whereas baju kurung and baju kebaya for women's. Okay. Furthermore, all Muslim people will go to the mosque on the first day of Raya. Am I right?
Yeah.
And only after that we will ask for forgiveness from our parents, families, and everybody else. which we are wrong by. And as I'm talking about this, I think that in my family, the tradition will be after our prayers, and I think that all my family members will be eating putu mayung and chicken curry or lamb curry. For those who are Malays and are celebrating Hari Raya Idul Fitri, I think that the tradition they follow was eating rendang, eating ketupat. I think that also included in my family. And what do I not talk about this? I think that the concept of open house will um, further enhance the relation with all around the people. It's like when we are inviting and rendang and ketupat also. I think I will end my talk this. And how about you, Irdina? What your opinion on significance of cultural and tradition?
Thank you, Nabil, and hi everyone. I'm Dina, and I agree with my teammates about their insights about how rich and diverse our cultural traditions are in Malaysia. Cultural traditions and celebrations do play a crucial role in shaping societies around the world. They are essential components of identity, providing individuals with a sense of belonging and connection to their heritage. These traditions are like the bridge between generations, passing down values, stories, and customs as mentioned earlier by Intan and also Nabil. It reminds us of the importance of compassion, gratitude, and family bonds. As for me, celebrations, whether religious or secular, they bring people together, fostering a sense of unity and community. Festivals and rituals provide opportunities for individuals to express joy, gratitude, and shared values, creating a collective experience that transcends individual differences. Moreover, cultural traditions and celebrations can contribute to cultural diversity and understanding. They offer a chance from people from different backgrounds to learn and appreciate about each other's customs and promoting tolerance and respect. For instance, Chinese New Year, which is approaching us soon, where it is a time for family reunions and symbolize renewal of good fortune. Meanwhile, Deepavali, celebrated by Indian community, signifies the triumph of light over darkness and good over evil. These celebrations not only enrich our cultural fabric, but also foster mutual understanding and respect among us Malaysians. In a globalized world, maintaining and celebrating cultural diversity becomes increasingly important as it contributes to more essential to acknowledge that traditions can evolve over time. Some may face challenges and adapting to change. So let's continue about all the reasons. That's from me. Now let's go to Afi
Okay.
about her perspective on cultural tradition and celebration.
Continue.
So why do I celebrate two festive year? While I was Muslim, so why do I celebrate Chinese New Year as well? Yes, it's true, I'm a Muslim, but celebrating Chinese New Year won't do any harm to me as a Muslim anyways, because I don't I don't do all those illegal things that or forbidden things that Islam has been told us as Muslim. So whenever I receive this kind of question, it's kind of make me upset and a bit angrier, because I think as people or someone who live in Malaysia, we already know that we exist in multi races and multicultural. So it is something that we have to remind ourselves that we need to respect other people's culture and tradition as well. So I am proud to be born in a Malay and Chinese family. So I hope that this kind of, I don't know, is it racism or what, but I hope this kind of question won't be asked to anyone else after this. And I hope that all of us can live, very happy and harmoniously in this country.
I think that by following your Chinese culture and tradition, it didn't do any harm to you, right? So yeah, and I also want to say that if you guys are also celebrating such various festivals such as Christmas, Deepavali, or Chinese New Year, and I think we can further know their culture and tradition as by for Deepavali in the early morning they will
Pray.
take a shower with oil
Ah,
bath. Yeah, they will take oil bath, and after that only they will start to eat and have to have done their prayers. And I think for Chinese New Year, you guys will go to the temples. Only after that, makan basar or am I right?
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
But of course, I didn't go
Okay.
to the
I want
temple.
to ask, are there any more traditions that are being followed by Chinese people during Chinese New Year?
I don't know whether it's because that my family has been converted to Chinese or it's just my family or what, but it's pretty similar. After the prayer, we're gonna sit together and ask or seek forgiveness to one another, and then giving out ampao to those who didn't marry yet. Yes, that kind of not to mean that day,
Yeah, throw
the
away the
richness,
richness.
all the good things. So I think that's, I don't think that is, how
Or
do I
wearing
say,
red for Chinese New Year.
yeah, yes, whether red or gold, something like
Yeah.
in a bright color.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any more opinions?
Can I add
Like
some
Intan?
more? Yes. I think from
How about you?
the discussion, we can reflect that
Sure.
our cultural traditions and celebration is a heritage for all races. It's not about one races. So, like Ani said, it actually helps since we are in a multiracial country. So it helps us not only to for our identity, but it also helps us to respect other races. And I think this is not applicable to the mixed family like Anis and Nabil, and actually it's applicable to all of us. And like what Irdina says, also the cultural traditions and celebrations help us unite as a community. That's all.
I think that's just very beautiful about Malaysia because everyone's like a group of Malaysians, Indian, Malay, and Sabahan or anything. We always unite to one. But